This is GMAT 41 Basic Class Channel. You are welcome to this class. We have this question I would like us to give attention to. It's a differentiation problem. Y equals squared x sine x, and we are required to find dy dx. Options are provided, so clearly this is an objective test problem. Let us see how we solve this differentiation question here. Y is equal to squared x multiplied by sine x. Now, when two functions are multiplied and you are required to differentiate, it is expected that you apply the logarithmic differentiation knowledge, which of course helps us to derive and establish this rule of differentiation called product rule and or quotient rule. Okay, so simply put, since these are two functions multiplied, we are going to use product rule. Anytime two functions are multiplied, please, you are required to use product rule. So let us see how we solve this question. Solution. Now we're given y to be a product of squared x and sine x. So y is equal to squared x sine x. We are looking for dy dx. Like I say, we have to solve this using product rule. So to get our dy dx, what do? Simple. One of these terms, you keep it constant, like x squared now will have to be kept constant, and then you differentiate sine x. After doing that, you put plus. Plus, remember, this is product rule principle I'm giving to you. Next, you differentiate sine x, keeping this x squared constant. So that is the principle. Now if we are to say, okay, let x squared be u, and then let sine x be v, then all we have to do is keep u constant and differentiate v, plus keep v constant and differentiate u. That is actually product rule for you, okay? That is product rule for you. So we're going to apply that principle straight ahead and then differentiate what we have here. Dy dx is equal to, so like I said, I am going to keep x squared constant and differentiate sine x. If you differentiate sine x, you're going to get cos x. Then after that, you have your plus. And so next, we are going to keep sine x constant and then differentiate the x squared multiplying it. If you differentiate x squared, you will get 2x. That, friends, we have done the calculus. We've done the dy dx. Any other thing you have to do here is just to simplify using your basic maths knowledge. And remember, on this channel, you have the concept of basic maths fully presented for you. So make use of it if you have challenges with your basic maths, okay? So here we are simply going to simplify. Our dy dx is now equal to, mind you, we have done the differentiation. We have done the differentiation. What we are now going to do is just to simplify. X squared times cos x will still simply give you x squared cos x. And then plus sine x, if you multiply it by 2x, now take note, the 2x will multiply sine x from behind. So this will be written as 2x and then sine x. Do you understand that, right? Now this is the solution to this question. This is the dy dx of this question. But alternatively, one can still decide to do something. One can decide to factorize. Okay, so I'm going to write or. Now if you look at this term and you look at this term, you notice that x is common to them. Here you have x squared. So in this x squared, you have x. And then in this 2x sine x, you have this x. Mind you, not this one, not this x, not this one, okay? That x in front of the sign is the argument of the sign. It belongs to that sign. You can't separate it from sign. Take note. Okay, so I have shown you the x that is common to these two terms. In x squared, you have x. And then when you come to the 2x sine x, the 2x, that x there is a term that is common to the other first term. So we can simply factorize our x. And if you factorize x, this could give you x, open bracket. When you are factorizing, take note. Once you pull out your common factor, use that common factor to divide the terms you pulled it out from. So we're going to use this x, that is the common factor, to divide this term and divide this term. In that way, you have done your factorization. Like I said, good enough. This is GMAT 41 basic class channel. So all these basic concepts of maths knowledge, you have them here. You can reach out to the video lessons and learn a lot of things about basic maths. Like I've always said, I've found out that challenges that many scholars have, it's not even all these higher topics per se in maths. Like here, this is a calculus problem. dy dx. It's a calculus problem. The dy dx itself is a simple work. Look at where we did the dy dx. It's very simple. Are you getting me right? But after we have done the dy dx, further simplification is now necessary. As we saw here, your examiner may decide to simplify further. So how do you handle it? Very important. I'm doing factorization at this point and I have pulled out. I have factorized the common term x. So use that x to divide this term and to divide this term, like I said. If you use x to divide x squared cos x, you are going to get x cos x left. And then plus, use that x, the common factor, to divide 2x sine x. And you are going to get 2 sine x. So this is an alternative solution to what we have obtained. Any one of these results is acceptable, and of course your options provided will help you to decide whatever to do. So the answer is either this or this. Does that make sense, right? Now if you go back to the options provided, you find out that of course in the options provided, the examiner decided to go further to factorize. And that leaves us with option A as the correct option. Option A is x bracket x cos x plus 2 sine x, which of course is what I obtained when I did the simplification. I hope you learned a lot from this. And of course, this is how simple you handle product rule problems, okay? Like I said from beginning, one could easily call this x square. One could call this x square in this question u. You can call it u, and then call this sine x v. And as we know from product rule, if you are asked to differentiate the product of two terms, please remember that it follows the formula that dy dx is equal to keep u constant, differentiate v with respect to x, and then plus keep v constant, differentiate u with respect to x. This is actually our product rule. If the problem given to you, you have y to be equal to a product of two terms, this is actually the formula per se that is used. And the formula is called product rule. But in simple approach, the interpretation is keep one of the functions constant, differentiate the other, multiply them. Then plus, reverse the process, keep the second function constant, differentiate the first one, multiply them. Then if simplification is possible and necessary, you do your simplification. To learn more about the concept of differentiation, of course, you know you can follow GMAT 41 on our main channel, all right? The GMAT 41, that's the name of the channel, GMA ETS 41. There you have all your courses, all right, available for students in senior classes and in advanced level university. I'll be seeing you in my next video where we solve the next question. And of course, I'm going to show you the next question we are going to deal with. This is the next question that we are going to solve. All right, if you're here to subscribe to this channel, GMAT 41 Basic Class channel, hit the subscription icon. Go ahead and turn on your notification bell. Take note, after you turn on your notification bell, select all, so that once I upload any content or come on live, you will be personally notified. I'll see you in the next video where we solve this next question. Have a wonderful day.